I'm joined here today with Doug Lawrence, and he is an author and mentoring expert. Now, first of all, Doug, I'll get you just to go a little bit into how you started writing and becoming a mentor.
So and I'll take you way, way back. I'll go back. I'm a Saskatchewan farm boy, and I'm a retired Royal Canadian Mounted Police officer. So I served for 25 years in the RCMP and kind of bounced all over the place in doing so. I ended up in the fall of actually I retired from the force in 1999. What ended up happening was that I was job coaching university students, helping them, go from putting together a resume, cover letter, and job interviews and all of that. What would happen is once they got hired, then they would come across something that they didn't know how to deal with. So they'd call me up and they'd say, okay, Doug, tell me, how do I deal with this? And what started out as job coaching ended up morphing itself into mentoring, and for my own company that was focused on mentoring and mentor certification. And as a result of that, I ended up publishing The Gift of Mentoring in 2014. And I started to do some research based on, I was actually asked by people, this whole thing of mentoring that you're doing, it would be a great thing to do in the mental health space. And so I did some research and started to pull some stuff together. And what I came to realize was that I actually had post-traumatic stress and didn't know it at the time as a result of my service in the force. And so it was doing that and then being able to take all of that information to start to write my second book, which is You Are Not Alone.
With You Are Not Alone, did you write this for mentors who are looking to help other people, or just people in general who are trying to improve themselves and their mental health?
It's a combination of a few things. It is definitely, yes, for mentors who want to pique their curiosity to be able to better understand how they may be of service to somebody who is actually dealing with mental health, mental well-being, all of those things. It was also therapeutic for me as well, very therapeutic in that the more that I dug deeper, the more I started to realize that I too had mental health issues that I was trying to deal with and all of that. So that's kind of what got me going in that direction.
And what would you say is the biggest thing you would want somebody to take away from this book?
The biggest takeaway is that it's okay to reach out and ask for help. There's the stigmatism that people that are dealing with mental health are, they're maybe the words I've been told is, well, that person is dealing with mental health, they're crazy. And no, they're not. They're like everybody else. And so what I tell people is that, don't be afraid. You need to come out. You need to come out of the closet and reach out and say, I need help. And if you do that, then there's going to be somebody there to be able to, certainly from the mentoring perspective, is that there's going to be somebody there that's going to be able to give you that help that you need. And it could be as simple as just listening and hearing what the person has got to say.
And since this book is set to come out in January 2022, are you hoping that people pick it up and kind of use it as a way to help out their New Year's resolutions?
That's a really good idea. I like that. And I do hope it would be ideal that, because it's in pre-order stage right now, that I would hope that somebody goes, I know somebody that could benefit from that. I'm going to pre-order the book for them and put a note in their Christmas stocking that this is what's coming for them.
And if anyone is looking to purchase any of your works as well as pre-order your newest book, where should they go?
Right now, it's available for pre-order on the Amazon website. So if you just, in the search box, if you just type in You Are Not Alone, it'll direct you, and you can go in and pre-order. And then like you mentioned, on the 17th of January, we go live with the book.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Doug.
Well, thank you for having me.